Good afternoon and welcome to this is, you have to pardon me I don't know how to get rid of this particular thing that's on the screen because Dermot's left me with it at the moment. It's the Irish team for today's match against Romania. This is turning in from THFC till I die. This is now Ireland till I die for the next 2 hours. I'm sorry you can't see me on the screen there, but I'm actually going to move myself over a bit here. No, it's not working. Anyway, I have to wait until Dermot comes back. Anyway, this is Ireland's first game in the World Cup against Romania. Romania are seeded number 19 in the world of the World Cup rankings. Quite surprising. I was just looking up the rankings earlier. There are 109 countries with World Cup ranking points, and Ireland, of course, are number one, which is quite, great to be there. And the team in 109th place is American Samoa, who obviously are not playing at this particular World Cup. But interesting there's that many countries playing rugby. Now, this morning already, Italy have done a very convincing win over Namibia. Not quite sure what the final score was, but it was over 50 points to 8. I think they scored 7 or 8 tries in that game. And Namibia will be one of the weaker teams in the country, although ranked 21st. So only 2 points behind, ranking points behind Ireland's performance, Ireland's opposition today. So I wouldn't class myself as a big rugby fan. I would watch the international games, and obviously I'm always rooting for Ireland. And today is going to be very interesting because the match has been played in Bordeaux in southern France, and the temperature at the moment is 35 degrees centigrade. So literally try running around in that for 80 minutes with the hits these guys take. It's going to be totally energy sapping. And I'm not surprised that they'll make good use of the bench once the game gets started. It's good to see Johnny Sexton back in an Irish shirt again after his ban. And I think if one thing is as certain as Monday following Sunday, the first thing the Romanians are going to do in this game is hit Johnny Sexton, as every other team does. He's a marked man from the minute the ball's kicked off. So hopefully he can avoid injury and keep on the pitch. I don't expect him to last the whole match. I think if he lasts his 50 or 60 minutes, I mean, let's face it, Ireland should win this game without even breaking sweat, which is going to be difficult with the way the weather is. But it's going to be difficult for a Romania team to hold us. And I expect Ireland to comfortably win this game by 30 or 40 points. But we'll see. You know, like soccer, there can be it can be surprises. Like last night, I don't think anybody expected France, well, except the French, of course, to beat New Zealand and beat them well. I beat them out of sight. I beat them out of sight. So anyway, now there's nobody watching. I can maybe fiddle around with something here. Sorry about this. This banner of the Irish team is on the screen, and I haven't got the technology here to remove it, so I'm afraid you'll have to bear with me voice at the moment. We're just waiting for the actual kickoff in the game. I thought it was due to be at 2:15, but it seems to be running a little bit late at the minute because it's now 17 minutes past 2, and we still haven't started. So I'm just going to check the schedule here and see what's going on. Pardon me a second now. Now, here we go. Yeah, 2:30 our time. So the game is starting in 10 minutes' time. So there's a huge amount of Irish fans down in Bordeaux for this match. I'm just looking at TV pictures of here of the fan zone before the match. Literally nothing but green jerseys and three Irish girls in Irish shirts. And one holding up a banner looking for a husband. Yeah, right. And I see the very interesting situation. The Irish police have gone down to follow the Irish fans. Not that they cause any trouble, but I think it's just to liaise with the French fans, to the French police to make sure that nothing's lost in translation. So Andy Farrell has now been interviewed on the TV. Obviously, I'm not listening to what he's saying because I don't want the volume to come over on this. So Matthew's in the house here saying rugby. Yeah. Yeah, it's on now till the end of October. It's an 8-week tournament. It's really 7 or 8-week tournament. And the reason for that is, unlike soccer matches, football matches, where you can play another game within 3 days or 4 days, the recovery period on rugby is a minimum of 7 days because of the hits they take during the game. And anyone that's not familiar with rugby and hasn't really seen it, it's like American football without the padding. You know, there's and the helmets. It's really, really tough game, and these guys take a lot of injuries. And Johnny Sexton being the case in point, he's been injured quite a lot because he's such a good player. He's the first player they aim at to put out of action as soon as the ball's kicked in. So, yeah, let me see there. Yeah, I'm just looking at the fans. There's great. It seems to be great fun outside the ground here. There's bands playing outside, and there's a few Irish pubs in Bordeaux. I was in one of them once now, and you can be sure they're doing good business over the last couple of days. But it's just that the weather is so hot. I mean, no one could really predict 35 degrees in September. It should be cooling off a little bit now, but it's not. So here's the Romania, the Irish team now coming back into the dressing room to get their proper kits on before the start, and Andy Farrell with them. And one change on the subs today, though I think it's on this. Mac Hansen, who wasn't on the subs bench, is now replaced Jamie Heaslip, who's got injured. So Now, if anyone's just joined us, we're just waiting on the start of the game between Romania and Ireland in Bordeaux. Kickoff is in about 8 minutes' time, 7 minutes' time. As I said before, the temperature in Bordeaux is a stifling 35 degrees. Very, very hot for any sport, never mind rugby, and it's just an energy-sapping game. The Irish fans are there in absolutely huge numbers, as we'd expect. Green jerseys everywhere. And a couple of Romanians in the crowd, not too many. They wear kind of a bright yellow shirt for their games. And the teams are just about to come out onto the pitch. They're having a huddle in the dressing room at the moment. And Ireland are expected to win this game comfortably. They're number one in the world rankings, whereas Romania are 19th, I think, at the last count. And should not pose too much of a threat to Ireland. The threat comes next week when we play South Africa. That's when it really gets interesting. And that's going to be a test of our world number one position. We've already seen a bit of a shock with Argentina losing, with New Zealand losing to France last night and losing well. I mean, they were well beaten. It wasn't close. Johnny Sexton leading out the team. Be his last World Cup as he's 38 years of age. So whenever Ireland go out, that's him gone. End of an era. And the Irish team now coming out onto the pitch. Get a great reception from the crowd. And here come the Romanians, actually playing in white shirts and black shorts, which is not the usual colours, I don't think. But yeah, white and black. Just looking at them come out. A bit of an unknown quantity now, but they're big lads. I mean, there's some really big bruising rugby players here. So this is going to be a very physical game now. Okay, Ireland have all the skill and the technique. Romania, absolutely nothing to lose. So this could be very interesting. But as I said earlier, I do expect Ireland to win this match comfortably, and it'd be a major shock if they don't. I mean, Italy have taken care of Namibia there very easily there in the first match from St. Etienne there this morning. And it was a decent game for long periods. Not long periods. Namibia pulled up to a stronger Italy team, but in the end, they ended up losing 52-8, which is quite a large number of tries. I think 7 or 8 tries that the Italians scored. And here come the teams now onto the pitch. Ground looks fairly full. Yeah, it is actually full. Some of the press seats maybe aren't fully seated yet, but so all the waiting is over now. This is what it's all been about for the last couple of years, the World Cup. And the Irish fans making their presence felt as they do. Whatever Irish team goes abroad, they'll always have thousands of fans with them. That's one thing for sure. So they're playing. I'm just checking now which national anthem is playing first. It's Ireland's Call. Ireland's call being sung here by the choir and the team. Every one of the team is joining in, which is nice. Now the Romanian national anthem is being sung by the choir and the team. It's interesting to know that the Ireland national anthem was Ireland's call. It wasn't the Irish national anthem. But of course, anyone that might not know, the Irish rugby team is made up of players from both north and south of the border. So Ireland's call is a kind of a compromise. Although in Dublin, they play both anthems. Kick-off coming up now any second now. The national anthems have been played. And teams are just going into the huddle before they do get stuck into each other on a very hot day in Bordeaux in southwest France. Great part of the world, that Bordeaux, so most of the wine comes from. And it's a really, really nice part. Down there a few years ago. Very strong looking Irish team. Keith Earls making his 101st cap, I think. For scoring on his 100th. And the Romanian team, very much an unknown force. I really don't even know where they play. I say maybe some of them play their rugby in Italy. And don't think there's any other team will be familiar to Irish rugby fans anyway, unless they're really, really deep into the game. So it looks like it's they're playing in the same colours that Fulham use for white and white shirts, black shorts. Ireland in their usual green tops and white shorts. It looks to me as if there's no sponsors allowed on front of the jerseys. It's really not on the front anyway, unless they're on the sleeves at this World Cup. So it's Ireland just going to kick off now. Kicking from left to right. And we're actually 2 minutes late starting, which is, a bit like the French are always late for anything, but here we go. And waiting for the arm to drop from the official on the halfway line, waiting for all the TV cameras to be synced together. And Johnny Sexton is just about to kick off for Ireland. The referee is from, where is he from? England, I think. Here we go. The clock on the thing says go. Here we go. 3 minutes late. The game is on. Johnny Sexton kicks off. And here we go. Romania kicking the ball back and kicking it straight into touch on the halfway line. First line out of the game going to Ireland. Teams closing together now, and here we go. Lineup coming in. which Romania have actually won the first line out, but Ireland get the ball back, and that's not a good start on the line out. That was a very poor throw, and it was easily intercepted by Romania. And now that Romania in possession. Now, just while we're waiting on this, let's read this in the chats. The Irish Hotspur is saying, "Come on, you boys in green." How you, Dave? Yeah, I think we'll do better than the other boys in green tomorrow night now somehow. But anyway, here's hoping. And Carl Simpson is saying, "Come on, Romania. Ireland are going to be like Dermo on FIFA, 2 red cards in 5 minutes." Now, Carl, you don't expect us to be supporting Romania, do you? And again, apologies for the Irish team is stuck up on the screen. I don't have the technology to remove it, and Dermot has gone missing. So he'll be back in shortly, hopefully. Now it's Ireland back on their own 22. James kicks downfield, but the Romanians have it back. And this looks like it's going to be a game of lots of kicking. I think kicking in this sort of weather is better than running. And here we go. It's a bit like tennis with a rugby ball here at the minute. It's hitting it back and forward to each other. Ireland now maybe put a bit of possession together. But I said this is a rough, big, tough Romanian team. There's going to be no easy tries got in this game. Just have to wear them down eventually. But I still expect Ireland to win this big. Now kick inside by Sexton, and it's intercepted by Romania, and the guy absolutely running straight through the Irish defence. This could be an absolute shot here. Try for Romania. My God, that's a dreadful start for Ireland. Absolutely disgraceful start by Ireland. And Romania in for a try after 2 minutes. Slice the Irish defence apart. That is quite unbelievable. And Carl Simpson is saying, "I couldn't help myself, Philip, as England are awful at the moment." Yeah, true and awful. But I'm looking at the start Ireland have made. It's been absolutely awful. Sliced aside by a team that they shouldn't even be getting over the halfway line. And Gabriel Rapano was after scoring his try. It was a kick down to the touchline, and the Romanian guy just picked it up, ran for, like his life depended on it, 50 yards, cuts inside, passes to his support, straight over the line, behind the post, 7-0 to Romania, because they will not miss this penalty. And this conversion. Not the start Ireland expected, or anybody expected, to be honest with you. But this is really going to get interesting now. Ireland have a habit of bottling it at the World Cup. Surely to God they can't do it today. Oh, he's missed it. My God, he's missed a conversion from 15 yards in front of the post. That is dreadful. So what should be 7-0 is still 5-0. But that is. And Carl saying it's all good. Just caught cold. You will be level in no time. Yeah, it was poor defending, though. Pretty poor defending. Ireland now trying to get back on even keel, kicking the ball long. Romania have it on the 22, trying to run the ball out. And Ireland putting on the press here, and is there a turnover here? No, Romania still kept that ball. Now, ball's back on the Irish 10-meter line. Trying to run the ball through the halfway into the Romanian half, and just coming up short. And Dan Davenport saying, "Big up Dermot, Phil, and David Harris Army." Yeah. Oh, here's a chance. Ireland going to score. Gibson Park running straight through the Romanian defence. And Carl, you were spot on. We're level. Nice move. Just cut them in pieces there. And Jamison Gibson Park gets the try. So 5 each with a conversion to come. So we should be back in the lead now, 7-5 shortly. And Dan saying, "Very sloppy to give away a try." Yeah, well, we've just got it back anyway, you know. And Carl is saying here, well, I think we're all thinking, if I'm being a Spurs fan all these years, I'm hardened the team's buggering up. Yeah, I know. Well, Ireland didn't take too long to get back. It was Johnny Sexton to Bundy Ake, and then he fends off the Romanian guy and then just slips in Park, who's running straight through. Yeah, nice try. That was good, well worked. And he goes in just left to the post. So this should be another Should be 2 points for Ireland to make it 7-5. Johnny Sexton about to step up and take it. Always think he takes an age over these kicks. Not too long today, though. And he slots it over the bar. So Ireland 7, Romania 5. And Dan was saying, Ireland need a quick response. Yeah, well, we just got it, Dan. Literally just got it there. So we're now leading 7-5 with a nicely worked try. I mean, the support players really... This Gibson Park, who just rolls over the line, and that's it. So Romania kicking off. It's 6 minutes, 12 seconds gone. Ireland 7, Romania 5. And Bundiaki catches the ball from the kick out. So Romanian joy short-lived there. Because they thought all the Christmases had come together there for a couple of minutes, but we weren't long restoring the status quo. And what a hard tackle by the Romanian there. They're up for this game. They really are. Probably the biggest match they've played in years against the world's #1 rugby team. Up and under here now, and it's caught by James Lowe, who kicks clear, kicks down to the right-hand side here, and it's on the full low. So I think that will go back as a line out to Romania from where he kicked it from. He was outside the 22. Yeah, it's just outside the 22. So that was it. So it's kind of a change. We don't know Watchalong to something other than football. You know, different shaped ball, 4 extra players on the pitch, and lots of headgear that we don't see in football matches. And this is Ireland. I've got the line out back now. They won, penalty to Romania for whatever. I don't know what that was for now. I think referees need device in the back of their head in this game, But it's a penalty, but I think it's a scrum. It's not a kickable penalty. So the first scrum of the match. And some of the players heaving, panting a little bit already, which I'm not surprised because they're heated. Be hard enough going for a walk in 35 degrees. Never mind this. I'm back on screen now. Never mind playing a rugby match for 80 plus minutes. So anyway, the weight of the from the goings on in the background here, I gather Dermot's back in town. It's 7-5 to Ireland, Dermot, with 8 minutes 30 seconds gone. I hope the scoreboard can go into double figures. We used to use it for football matches, which normally doesn't get that high up. We shall see. So it's a scrum, been held up a little bit by the... It takes ages to set up these scrums at times. So it's a put into Romania, the number 9 putting the ball in. I usually think you had to put the ball in the middle. You couldn't put it into one side, but they always seem to put it in at the feet of their own player now. Obviously, the rules have changed. Now, Romania trying to barrel away through the Irish defence. They're on the 22.
Philip, how are you?
Yeah. Well,
which game? Where's this game being shown?
TV3.
Oh, right. Okay.
TV3.
How many minutes have gone, by the way?
9 minutes 40 seconds, and it's 7-5 to Ireland.
Okay, so.
Okay.
Sorry, I just set this up. Sorry. 7-5, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, and what's the minutes? Sorry.
It's just coming up in 10 minutes.
Okay.
Tell me when. 10 minutes. 10 minutes exactly.
Okay, fine. There you go. There's the timer, everyone. I'm just now going to. That's Virgin Media, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Sexton with a penalty in the Irish 22. Romania scored a try after 2 minutes. It's quite a shock. Carved their way through the Irish defence, and then Ireland got one back. Gibson Park scored a try after 7 minutes. So
yeah,
That Romania missed a conversion from in front of the post as well, which is quite strange. Yeah. So, but I'll tell you, they're a big bruising team. They are not taking any prisoners.
Yeah. Got a lot. We'll go through the comments now in a minute as well. We'll do that.
Yeah, well, I'm down as far as the one that's blue on blue there. I've
Yeah.
done the rest now.
Here we go. Yeah, Ireland unbeaten, Philip, in the last 13 Test internationals and are officially the world number 1 side in rugby.
Yeah, and Romania number 19.
Yeah. Oh, hang on, I'm well ahead. My scoreboard is well ahead of what it is on.
No, it's 11:09 on TV.
I'm at 10:24, so I'm well behind you.
All right.
I'm on the Virgin Media Player, which doesn't give you an option to catch up if you know what I mean.
When it gets to 12 minutes, I'll stop mine. Okay.
Yeah. All right. Cheers.
Another 30 seconds. I'm on the attack again.
Yeah, we've got big up to Dan Davenport. It says, "Hi Phil, got Carl Simpson. You will never win by over 20. You will win by over a 20-point margin. Yeah. Is there a bonus point, Philip, if we go over a certain amount?
I'm not sure. I mean, Italy scored 7 or 8 tries against Namibia. I'm not quite sure of that, Dermot.
Yeah.
I know there's something you get 2 points extra for a try if it starts at a certain part of the pitch. But I'm not sure. Hang on, can we on 12 minutes now? Hold on. Another try for Ireland.
All right.
Ireland just scored a second try. So, right under the post. I'm at 12 minutes. So tell me when you get there.
Okay, fine. Carl says, "Nice of you to turn up, Dermo. Did the Gardaí get the information they needed from you?" Yeah. Very funny, Carl. Dave says, "Big up, Dermo and Philip," and Dan says, "Big up the Irish." Also say big up to everyone watching us also on the Full Time Sports Network, where this stream has been joint broadcasted, as we are the home of Ireland World Cup 2023.
Are you at 12 minutes right now?
No, I've been 10 seconds. I will be. Ireland's got a good pool, really, Philip.
Keep an eye on the clock.
12 now. All
right. I just scored under the post. I don't know who scored that one now, but it's.
Oh no. So let me put that up to 12. So it's 12-5. It's a game we should win, Philip. To be fair,
we should win by 40 points. That's what I'm saying. 40 points. But like the start they made, very nervy, and Romania looked like they were the number 1 team, not us.
Yeah.
But Ireland have settled down now. That's a beautiful bit of play that they get that try.
And as well, Philip, they've come in on as I said, a good bit of form, unbeaten in 13 tests. You know, that's a good bit of form to come in with.
It is, yeah, it is. But I'd say that the Hugo Keenan scored that one. The test is going to be next week when they play South Africa.
Yeah,
because that's going to be a huge team. They're a much improved team, South Africa, and I'm quite surprised at them at the minute. Sexton just makes it 14-5.
Sexton, 14-5. Yeah.
Romania don't seem to have targeted Sexton. Normally at this stage in the match, he's had at least 2 injury breaks. You know, he hasn't been targeted yet.
No.
That was a good try now. Nice roll back by Keenan. We just commented Dermot earlier, there's thousands of Irish fans down there. Unbelievable amount.
I've read somewhere it reminds you of Italian 90.
Well, yeah, I suppose it's the nearest thing we've had to it since that. Yeah. With a different style of fan. I mean, you're talking the football fan and rugby fan are 2 different animals. So there'll be a lot of them will probably support both teams.
Yeah.
You know, but I always think the rugby is kind of the Ross O'Carroll Kelly type of one. You know, the Foxtrot type. You know, sort of wouldn't go drinking in the pub in Finglas now. You know, that type of thing.
Yeah, there you go. I've just got the scoreboard now. So if you are watching this on the telly, we've got a few people here. Philip Van Danson, the Irish Hotspur. What about France beating New Zealand last night? Well, that was a shock.
Yeah. Although New Zealand were very poor. I've never seen any All Blacks play as bad. I mean, I think the French boy, you know, the hacker at the start of the game, the French boys were looking at them, sort of smiling. What the fuck is this all about? You know, and they went, and that's not meant to scare teams, but they did the opposite yesterday.
We've got that. Damn, South Africa beat New Zealand in a warm-up game. They did. New Zealand are crap this year, lad. Yeah, they are.
They are. They're having a very poor season. Yeah.
I like your new scoreboard, gents.
It's It's temporary, isn't it? It'll be
It is temporary. It's the old one we've been using, but I found ways of jazzing it up a little bit to get the new one going. Romania here are at where will you say the 15-yard line, Philip?
The 20 now, they're on the 22. The 22.
Yeah, so now it's a scrum now. It's a scrum to I think it's a scrum to Ireland. I think
got the ball. Ireland, yeah. Give some
Ireland,
the ball.
Yeah, because start Ireland there.
Gone.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, 14-5. Not a good start, but a good since that. You know, it's good since.
Do you know, you look at the Irish soccer side, Philip, and you look at the rugby side, chalk and cheese, isn't it, really?
Yeah, well, this is an All-Ireland team, Dermot. This is an All-Ireland team. You know,
the collapse, I think it's a free kick to Ireland here. Yeah, it's a free kick to Ireland collapse.
Plus the fact, you know, you've got a lot of Irish players playing for good quality teams like Leinster and Munster, and some of them playing abroad as well. So, no, the rugby in Ireland is way stronger than football at the moment. Absolutely, way stronger.
Here's Saxon. Will you reckon put it into touch, Philip, as far as he can?
Oh, he does. Yeah, he kicked it up. He's on the halfway line. It's on the halfway line.
And it's not a throw in. I forgot what to call it, Philip. It's not a throw in. Line out. That was it. I couldn't think of it. Yeah. There's Mr. Farrell. Andy Farrell.
I like the TV ad they have of him as a young lad in Wigan. It's a very good ad.
Well,
here we go. Ireland, we're going through the phases here.
Yeah, my birth surname. My birth. Kicked in. Go on. He's going.
Going. Yeah, another one coming.
He's going. Oh,
come on.
Stopped.
2 yards short.
2 yards short of the line. Come on.
Here we go.
Ireland throwing it one way or the other. Oh. Is he going for the drop goal?
They're going wide now. They're going wide. There's got to be a try here. Yeah, there we go. Number 6 in the corner.
Yeah,
another try.
In the corner.
Brilliant try. Completely switched the play over from right to left, and the Romanians just couldn't cope with it. So that puts a 19-5 to Ireland now with a difficult conversion. And this is right out on the touchline. This is going to be tricky. Yeah. Tyg Byrne has got his first try of the World Cup.
Do you know what, Philip? I'm putting you as lead commentator. I have not got a clue what I'm doing.
I know a fair bit about rugby, Dermot. So you know,
I just wanted to say very quickly, my birth surname for as adopted was actually Farrell, Philip. So I'm probably it is from West Cork, from near Clonakilty, where my birth family, my birth dad's side of the family are from. Before they moved up to Bray, so maybe related somewhere down the line with the Irish family, with the Irish manager. His son plays for England, doesn't he?
Yeah, Owen Farrell. Yeah, he does. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Did Andy Farrell play for England as well?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought he did. This is
difficult kick now for Sexton.
It is.
This will. Then again, he knocks these over in his sleep normally.
He should do this. He runs up now.
A
few steps,
just missed
kicks it through the middle.
He's put it wide. He's gone wide the right post. Yeah, gone wide the left post. So anyway, 18 minutes gone. Ireland well in control now. 19-5. Need to push on now and get another few tries for half time. Technically, we're just too good for these guys.
Do you know what, Philip? I have never actually done a rugby watch along, and I'm actually really enjoying it. It's actually great practice.
Well, it's just because there's no pressure on. Like, you know, we know our team's going to win. Be worse next week we're playing South Africa. That'll be a tough one, you know.
I tell you, know what you're talking about, Philip. That's why I'm giving you the lead commentary because I haven't got a clue. I do know a lot about rugby, but not the ins and outs.
You're saying, what the hell are they playing with a funny shaped ball like that? Did they go out of shape in the heat?
Stephen Kenny's changed a bit. He's lost hair and grown a beard.
That's it. He changed his name as well.
Yeah, I want Andy Farrell to take over from Stephen Kenny. There you go.
Ireland win the line out. Yeah, and there's a referee's blowing the whistle, penalty to Ireland. There's one thing to remember in rugby, Dermot, is when the referee points to your goal for a free kick, not to the opposition goal.
Now, can I say I'm right? Yeah, can I say I'm right, Philip, that if there's a VAR check, that the fans will be able to hear, or the TV audience will be able to hear what the discussion is. Now, is this an example where this could work in football?
It should be. Yeah, I was watching in the Italy-Namibia game. There was a case where a try was disallowed, and the girl that was on VAR is actually an Irish girl, right? And she was on. They actually brought her up on camera on the side of the screen, talking to the referee, and everyone in the crowd could hear what was going on. And that's the way to do it. It does away with all this. Why did they disallow that? And why did they allow that to happen? Transparency.
Yeah, I think it's a free kick here to Romania. I think they'll go for goal here. Yeah, penalty here. They'll go for goal. They'll go for the point, I think.
Well, if it's any better, I hope it's better than the last one they took. Jeez, I don't know what was wrong with there now.
I think
Bundyaki is involved anyway. He's shaking his head, so he doesn't agree with the ref.
No.
Yeah, this is where your man missed the one before. Now he put it to the wide of the left.
It's a fine stadium, isn't it, Philip?
No, it's a lovely stadium. It's Bordeaux. I think it's a soccer stadium.
Did Ireland play there against Sweden one year in the European Championships?
Possibly.
Yeah. Heg says, any online link? Yeah, if you go on to Virgin Media Player.
We just got it. He's just made it.
Just inside the post. So that goes up to 7 then, doesn't it, Philip?
19-8. No, 8.
8.
Yeah, 3 points for a penalty, 2 for a conversion.
Yeah.
And they're taking a water break now just to cool off a wee bit after 20 minutes, half the game gone. And yeah, I mean, Ireland looking in control now. They won't. They'll be mad now that a bit of indiscipline there gave away that penalty. But I think it'll soon be the scoreboard will soon be rectified. Geez, they're bringing in lots of water anyway. My God, big container fulls of water. Yeah, but the referee. I mean, the referees in rugby have a much harder job than in football. All the stuff they have to watch out for, off the ball stuff, and they really are very, very good. But they'll explain. And the good thing about rugby, only the captain is allowed to talk to the referee, approach the referee. So that does away with a lot of the dissent that you get in football.
Why were there, Philip? Oh yeah, so Heng Chan.
Chat there.
Yeah, Virgin Media Player. You can find that. We've got Dan Davenport, the Irish Hotspur. My era of football was Jack Charlton's Ireland team. Yeah. Me and Philip. I haven't discussed it with Philip, but we will do a podcast on Italian 90 and the Euro 8 era in Italian 90. And I think, with my experience as being a young child during that, and your experience, Philip, being older than me, if you know what I mean.
It was that was the best era for Irish football.
It was. Lily White Lane, we're looking good so far, lads. Looking forward to the test against the South Africa and hopefully on All Blacks in the quarters. This is our year. This is Saxton's 4th attempt, Philip, at a World Cup. Ireland should win it, but as you say, South Africa looks strong. And who else looks strong?
Ireland seemed to have a problem with the quarterfinals. We get as far as the quarterfinals. I think we've done it 6 times and lost every time in the quarterfinals. So
we just very sorry for we've actually gone in with a target on the back. We are the number 1 side in the world, Philip.
Oh yeah,
so we're going in with a target on the back.
But even though we're number 1 in the world at the minute, I wouldn't necessarily put us down as favourites to win this tournament.
No, I don't.
Because I think some of the Southern Hemisphere teams, Australia, South Africa, are going to be very, very strong. Even looking at France last night, they're always dangerous.
For me, France, I saw France. I've been watching a bit on YouTube, Philip, coming up. We'll get through this anyway. I'll talk to you my point in a minute. Wilt McDonald says, good morning or afternoon, Dermot and Philip. Big up Wilton from Miami. Hope it's nice and warm over here. It is scorching here. We've got Dan Davenport, Lily White Lane. The All Blacks might not get out of the group after the I want to talk about that later with you, Philip.
Yeah.
Dan Davenport says USA 94 World Cup Jack Charlton team as well. Yeah, that's when Jack Charlton started walking for the waterboard, chucking on bottles of water to the players and got fined for it. Will McDonald says, question may have been asked before, but when are we going to see a referee's mic up in football so that we can just checking Romania? Yeah, they've got the ball.
So we can hear what they're saying.
Yeah,
it's a penalty to Romania.
Yeah, it is.
It's a good point. I think they should do it in the Europeans next year. Be a good way to start it off in the European Championships.
Oh God, I forgot it's European Championships next summer, isn't it? Something Ireland won't be involved in. I suppose we'll have to support Germany or somebody like that. But Dan Davenport, France could win the Rugby World Cup.
Oh, they could. Yeah, they could.
Right.
I think any one of 6 teams could win this.
Right. I'm going to put it out there, Philip. Is football more corrupt than rugby when it comes to these major tournaments?
I don't think rugby's corrupt.
No, but
really
the point I make. No. Do you know what I'm getting at, though? Like,
no, not really. It's on the pitch.
Right.
Are you talking on the pitch or off it?
No, what I'm talking about, everyone's saying that the World Cup in Qatar, that it was made easy. Some of the decisions were made easy for Argentina to win the World Cup for Lionel Messi. It seemed a bit dubious.
I don't subscribe to that theory at all. I think they won it fair and square. I mean, they could have easily lost it as much as won it, you know?
Yeah.
No, I think rugby is very... I mean, okay, there's probably things behind the scenes we don't know about, but certainly on the pitch, you couldn't have a more transparent sport. There's no... You know, if there's a bad decision given, VAR will look at it and they will change it, no problem. No, they don't call it VAR, whatever they call it, television match official or something. PMO.
Yeah.
Dan, 22 again. Here we go again.
First time I'm seeing rugby in over 20 years and loving it. Wow.
Yeah.
Ireland are in well control here, Philip, to be fair.
There's another try
really
coming in now. We can get out. Here's James May. James
Lowe
in the corner. Pass it on. Knock on. Knock on.
Yeah, that's a knock on.
It's a knock on. Just couldn't keep it.
I'm catching up from you very quickly, Philip. I'm watching it on me on the monitor, trying to work out right.
That was you just couldn't control the ball there.
Yeah. That was Sepp Blatter who awarded the World Cup tournament to Qatar. Yeah, I think it's a bit different in the...
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, we know that was corrupt. We know that. And the Russian one before, that was all corrupt. But, I mean, the last World Cup was held in Japan. And how I actually know that, how I actually know that was in 2000. I was actually in Japan at the time of that World Cup. Didn't get to see any of the matches, though. Well, I was just passing through for a couple of days, yeah. We were in the town of we were there on a Wednesday. And the Irish fans were coming on the Friday to play the game on the Saturday, so we missed them. But all the bars the very unusual name for a town, it was called Fukuoka. That was the name of the town. But all the Irish bars, all the Japanese had turned into Irish bars for that week.
Now, is that right? Very quick question, Philip. Do they stop the clock when there's a decision?
Yes.
Right.
And at the end of 40 minutes or 80 minutes, the game is not over till the ball goes dead. Right. At the end of so the injury time is taken care of by stopping the clock.
Again. Yeah.
Once it starts again, yeah. So that's why it's a bit like they do the same in ladies GEA to stop the clock whenever there's a break in play.
Yeah, did they do the same in American
football? Might be a bad thing to do in
well?
football because we might stop getting these 9 minutes of extra times.
Yeah, hang on. Yeah,
it's a scrum on the 5-yard line here for.
Okay, I'm a second behind from the TV, so I apologise everyone about that.
That's shocking. That's 1 second. Oh my God! Now the Irish fans doing the Mexican wave now. That's always a sign the game's got a bit boring though when they start doing that. Anyway, we'll see what happens here. So it's a scrum to Romania, but it's right on the. And the Romanian guy has no number on the back of his shirt for some reason.
Yeah.
He must have changed it. Now, here we go.
Yeah, probably in a few seconds. Yeah, here's Ireland now. It's a Romania scrum.
Ireland trying to put the squeeze and put the maul.
Well,
I think Romania still have the ball they have.
Crying out for a penalty there.
No, he's not going to get it.
No,
Ireland right on the Romanian line, and the manager always blocked down and gone back and got slammed dead.
Oh, hit his own player.
Another penalty to Romania for some reason.
Yeah. Now, can you explain to people about the sin bins, Philip? Because I think the cards here are yellow cards and then a sin bin, isn't there?
Yeah,
and then a red card.
If the referee, depending on the severity of the foul, right, it could be for blocking on the line or deliberate pushing the ball away from an interception, but just batting it at somebody's way. You get a thin bin, a yellow card for 10 minutes. Now, this is all done in consultation with the TV official. They do it all in public sight, hearing what's going on, and they all have to agree that it's a yellow card offence. Now, if it's more serious, it's a red card. And if you get a red card, you're gone for the whole game.
Yeah.
So New Zealand got a yellow card last night, I think,
Mm.
and that didn't help them. But
It's yeah. Go on. Sorry.
We're now going Romania. They're clearing the ball high up into the Irish half,
Oh,
and
he's
James
kicked it.
Lowe catches it, and here we go.
It's like a
nice
green
run.
wall.
Yeah, look at this, rampaging. Here we go.
Well done. Ireland again on the.
It's another penalty to Romania. Another knock on.
Yeah,
they're just not clicking in the intricate passing movements they're trying to do.
So explain to people, Philip, what's a knock on? If somebody that's new watching rugby.
In rugby, the ball cannot go forward from a hand pass.
Mm.
You can kick the ball forward, but you cannot pass it forward from a hand pass. And if you knock the ball forward anyway with your hand, it's given as a knock on, and the ball goes to the opposition by way of a scrum. So that's what it happens quite a lot in especially wet weather when the ball's slippy. You know.
What's the referee now? He's given a scrum. He's given a scrum to.
That's for the last knock on by Ireland.
Yeah.
So it's 26 minutes gone, 19-8. I would have thought Ireland would have pushed on a bit more now at this stage. But
it's very hot over there, Philip. So you would have to take
35 degrees. Yeah.
The Irish soccer lads should watch this and actually get a bit of think of this is how you do it. Wilton McDonald says the ball is moving so fast. I can't remember seeing the ball being moved so fast. Great spectacle. And I love the idea, Philip, now that we're doing other sports on this channel, not just for Tottenham. We love Tottenham, don't get us wrong. But we're branching out to Formula One. We'll be doing the rugby now. We'll be covering the Rugby World Cup, all of Ireland's matches. Now, if you want us to cover some of the England matches, it's up to you guys in the chat. We'll see if we can.
Interception by Romania.
Yeah. But it's great. It's great. And it's nice. It's nice that we've gone into a tournament. I think for the first time in years, Philip, really on a wave of hope, on a wave of optimism that if we win the World Cup, that'd be such a good feel fact with all the way the country is at the moment, Philip. If you know what I mean, be
a huge boost. Be a huge boost.
And
it would be quite unusual too. It would actually there's a knock on there. It would actually create an awful lot of goodwill both sides of the border. Because let's face it, if the Republic of Ireland team won the World Cup, half the ones in the north wouldn't care less about it. But the fact that it's an all-Ireland team here, everybody's delighted if they would win it.
And the out says, now I have to change your name.
Now Ireland going again.
There you go, Philip.
Oh dear. They're not clicking in the forwards. They're not just clicking right.
I'm looking forward to the South Africa game next weekend. What we will do, I'll put up the schedule for the Ireland games up in the community section. And also, just very quickly, Philip, I put up there yesterday for the last month. And I just want to say a massive thank you to everyone who's liked our videos, watched them, subscribed to the channel, become a member, who sent in a super chat. The last month, we had over 141,000 views, I think, Philip, from our channel last month. I just want to say a massive thank you. And that's actually stopped. It stopped.
Yeah, there's a stop at 29:02. Yeah, it's hard. Yeah. It's actually hard for a scoreboard and a rugby match to keep it up to date because
it is. It's a full-time job, Philip, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
But no, I just want to say a big thank you to everyone, and me and Philip are so grateful. I don't know if you want to say anything on that point, Philip.
Yeah, no, it's great. I mean, the figures are really, really, really good for the start of the season, and as the season goes on, we hope they'll improve. Because obviously, as we get more involved with the rise of Tottenham Hotspur up the league. Mind you, we can't go much further. We're second, only one more spot to go, and but it's good. It's good.
And also the partnership with the Full-Time Sports Network as well, which come out.
Yeah. It's going to be. Yes, we'll really get stuck into that now. Now this is the first joint broadcast now, I think, but a joint live broadcast. So we'll be doing more with them, and they do a lot of sports as well. So it should get very, very interesting.
And we're growing. And also,
And
we reached 1,570 subscribers. So thank you to all of you as well as we're on our march to 2K.
2K.
Did you
And
ever
ball
think,
up
Philip,
high.
we'll get this far when I revamped the channel and you came on? I mean, we never really thought we'll get very far, did we? To be honest.
Yeah, no, you hope, but no,
Yeah.
it's been very good,
Yeah.
very good, and the only way is up, you know.
Yeah, I was saying to Dave the other day, Philip, Dave Harris on the Outlight Garage Hotspur, that no, the pandemic, I said it before, was awful, and a lot of people, but it drew us all together as friends.
Yeah,
And
that's
you know,
true.
there's a
That's
little
true.
band of us now, but also, I was saying the likes of Dave and Jack, they were like a bit of light during their dark times.
Oh, there
And
were. I mean, yeah. I mean, you're stuck in the house. You couldn't go out. You couldn't go outside
No.
your county. And it was great to have stuff like that to watch.
yeah,
And it was also new to us at that stage.
Yeah, it was, and it dragged us in, Philip. And you know, we met on Dave's fan shows. We would talk to each other in the chat, and then we've started in this channel, and it's like I said it to Dave the other night on his show that they should sit back. People should give them more credit because they really were. They were like an emergency service on YouTube for people with mental health and people that are lonely as well, Philip. People seem to forget that.
Oh, absolutely. It was Ireland going forward 5 yards from the Romanian line
5
here.
yards.
Well, the ball's gone loose again.
Oh,
There's something just not clicking right here for Ireland up forward. And it's a penalty to yellow card for one of the Romanians.
Yeah.
He must have done a deliberate foul.
So he's now running off to the sim bin now,
He's off until the second half now. He'll not be back on until the 41st minute.
Yeah. Okay. But yeah, so everyone, look, I just wanted to say, I said it before, but big up to Dave for doing it. And also to you, Philip, as well, who's helped me, who's been there for me when I needed you, when I've gone through stuff like, and you know what I mean, with my mother-in-law.
Yeah, I know. It's a pleasure. It's a pleasure to be.
Mia took over and basically gave me time to be with Derval and look after her, and you give me a chance. So a massive thank you to you as well, you and Mia, because you took over the channel. Problem. You really did. You took that off my thing. So thank you. So we are a close-knit family on this between like ourselves and Dave, and you know, there's a little group of us. We've got Nathan Pessard. Thank you so much for the super chat. You're most memorable as a Spurs fan. Ooh.
Most memorable moment. Yes. There's a good few of them. You know, I keep going back to the 1984 UEFA Cup final second leg and the penalty shootout. That's probably the one that sticks most in my mind.
Yeah.
But I think also
Ireland now on the attack. They're near a couple of yards.
And another try. Yes. No. Yes.
No. Yeah. That's in. That's over.
No, he didn't get on. No, he's not. It's not. No, he's held up. When the referee goes like that, it means the ball's held up. He didn't get it down. But it'll be a scrum on the 5-yard line.
Yeah. Yeah, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, Philip, but they were just on.
No, I actually took my eye off the screen there. I missed that little bit of action.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, I think most memorable time was yours. So yours was 1984 then.
Yeah, plus another one, and you've got to think of the Lucas Moura hat trick in 2019 as well. That's the most recent one, probably. You know.
Yeah, I just got visions of you now in my head of you doing your Mourinho style celebration across the carpet.
Oh, I know. And doing it in my friend's house as well. It wasn't the best place to do it.
Yeah.
Wasn't even
I bet you Mary looked at you thinking, I'm not married to this man. He's got nothing to do with me. I just picked him
actually,
off
it's gas. The house we were in is in Birmingham. They were Aston Villa fans. But they were rooting for Spurs as well that night, you know, so.
A kick out from Romania.
I think I nearly decapitated their cat when I was doing it. That was the only thing.
Poor cat. Oh, what a good one here from Ireland here.
Now, Ireland
Romania.
Putting on the pressure again.
Yeah. For me,
oh, yes. Bundy Aki straight in. Great try. Brilliant try.
Go on, Aki.
Well done.
Brilliant try.
He's a great player.
So that is 24-8.
Yeah.
Yeah. Most memorable time for me probably would be Ajax as well. But for me, it's a bit of an emotional one for me. My first ever game with my dad going to White Hart Lane.
Yeah,
And
that's always a huge moment.
my dad actually been out the night before with my uncle who lived up in Tottenham, and it was sunny, and he fell asleep next to me. It was so funny. But yeah, my dad, me and my dad went to loads of Tottenham games, and I love going to, but that's the most memorable thing for me, going with my dad the first game, and he never told me the night before, Philip. It was like a surprise.
Oh yeah, well, you wouldn't have slept probably if he did, you know.
No,
Yeah.
Because my uncle lived about 20 minutes away from White Hart Lane, so he said, "Where we're going, go and see your uncle." Okay, next thing, parked up there, and then walked to the game. It was like, wow,
lovely.
Well, here's Saxon now with
Sexton, shot to bring it to 26 days.
Yeah.
Difficult kick again, way out, but 6 yards in from the touchline.
You can't really swerve the rugby ball like a football, can you?
No, not really. You can aim it out to the left, all right. Let's see. Yeah. He's got this one, I think.
Yeah, I think he has. Yeah. Is it? Yeah, through the middle.
Yeah.
So
26 days.
Yeah. So big up,
Nathan.
Thank
5 minutes to go to half time.
Yeah, thank you so much for the super chat.
Really
appreciate it. Thank you. Well, Madonna, I thought I would give you Yeah, do. Wilton,
I'd love to hear it, Wilton. I'd love to hear it. Put it in.
Nathan says, for me, it's still that crouch goal that sent us to the Champions League football. I broke my leg celebrating.
Oh, God. Really? My God. Oh, that was a bittersweet moment. That was a great moment, though. That was a great moment. I remember
ringing up my ex-brother-in-law, telling him, get your passports ready. But he was at work. He didn't know. I said, we're going to the Champions League. The shouts down the phone on this was weird. All I remember is David Bentley in his underpants doing water over Harry Redknapp's head.
That's right. That was brilliant. Yeah.
He was another wasted talent. And then Dan Davenport, Gaza was one of my heroes.
He retired very early as well. You know, Gaza was my hero.
Happy to see Gaza meeting Prince William. Even happier seeing Gaza healthy. Yeah, it is great to see him healthy.
Yeah. I mean, everybody at Spurs has such a soft spot for Gaza.
Yeah.
You know, he was. Did you hear the time he went when he was transferred to Everton? He was playing for Everton, and David Ginola was transferred to. And then Gaza turns up in the dressing room wearing a big long wig. The first day Ginola was in for training. Another one too. Remember Richard Goff? Richard Goff used to play for us, and when we moved up to Rangers. When Gaza went to play for Rangers, Richard Goff rang up the Rangers players to warn them about a party act that he had. He used to go into the dressing room with a pair of scissors and cut up their clothes, right? And when he went up to Rangers, Richard Goff said to him, "Listen, Gaza, I've heard what you do with the clothes and with the scissors. Don't try that up here, man, or I'll give you a Glasgow kiss." And Gaza looked at him. He says, no. He says, "Richard, you're okay." He said, "I only cut up Armani and Gucci stuff. I don't go for Marks and Spencer's." That was a brilliant story, you know?
Yeah, it is. We've got Wilt McDonald, a 67 Cup win over. Oh, hang on. Go on, Ireland. Go on.
Whoops,
go on.
Ireland have it again.
Oh, he's got it.
Come on.
Well done. Oh, no, he's lost it. He's got it. He's lost it. He's got it.
No, it's a penalty. It's a penalty to Romania.
Knock on. Wilt McDonald says 1967 Cup win over Chelsea, seen Dave Mackay lifting the trophy after coming back twice from breaking a leg. And my sadness not being able to see John White play.
Now, I'm not sure. Like when I was about 7 or 8, John White was still alive, and I may have seen him play. I may have done. I just don't remember. But I definitely saw Dave Mackay and Jimmy Greaves.
So Philip, for explanation, why is this? Why was the penalty given to Romania? Is it with the Irish player knocked it on, or?
Yeah, I think there was a couple of knock-ons, but I think the Irish player did it. It's the first one counts. It's the first one counts, so it was the Irish one who knocked it on.
Now, can I also say that Ireland have now got the bonus point? You get 26 points, you get a bonus point, so they've got the bonus point now.
Oh, very good. Very good.
So I'm enjoying this, Philip. It's something new, and I'm enjoying this.
Do you know, it's nice to watch a game where you're not, okay, we want Ireland to win.
Yeah.
It's not like watching a Spurs game where you're sweating whether they're going to win it or not. It's good.
Yeah, the Romanians got 2 minutes and 20 seconds left in the sin bin. Do you think that should be brought into football, the sin bin?
I don't know. It's easier when you've Yeah, I know what that one. Jersey, Sinbin, they've been doing a prison cell for some of the tackles that go in there. I think with only 11 players on the pitch, Sinbin might be a little bit tough. They could do the black card system like in GA, all right, bring them off for 10 minutes, but I don't know. Would it work? I don't know.
It's a free kick to Ireland, Romania, and they just pump it
Ireland
up the field.
have it back. So but this will be the last play of the first half now. There's only 30 seconds left.
Am I right to saying, Philip, they can only stop the game when the ball goes out of play? Am I right in saying that?
Yeah, once it goes over 14, 80 minutes, here's Ireland breaking again.
Yeah.
And
he's away. He's away.
Yeah, here we go. Another try. There we go. Right between the posts. Johnny Sexton.
Yeah. Johnny's there we go. Right, so
he was tackled after the ball as well. This guy could get a yellow card for this. You watch this section, he's tackled after the ball's been grounded. He's hurt his hand.
He has. Oh,
this doesn't look good.
No. His hand looks
fine. Now, face of those tackles.
Am I right in saying, Philip? Sorry for the stupid questions. I really am. I'll be better now for the next game now.
Sorry.
Am I right in saying now that that wasn't the question? I was going to say, would what scoreline would say that's Ireland putting the marker down? We rarely had to put a marker down.
40 points. And we're almost there.
Yeah. So this would be a conversion now, right in the middle.
Yeah, 2 points more. This will be the end of the half now. This will be the last kick of the half.
So the conversion now will be in the middle now. Won't be either side. Yeah, it is.
No, you take the conversion from wherever the ball was grounded. Level with it. So it's out in the corner flag, you can take it out there. It's under the post, it's under there. So
and there it is.
At half time. That's it.
Yeah, there you go. There is the end of the first half. Ireland 33, Romania 8. A great first half for Ireland. Really is, Philip. I'll take that scoreboard down for a little bit. We can talk. Thoughts on the first half, Philip? Ireland, we should beat Romania anyway, but have you been impressed, or what? How's your feelings of the first half?
No, I think Ireland have played pretty much not nearly as good as they can do. There've been a lot of breakdowns in their attack due to forward power, to knock-ons and not collecting the ball cleanly. So, I mean, okay, they know they're winning by 25 points, and we'll push on in the second half, and I'd be surprised now if we don't double that score. But it hasn't been a brilliant performance. But then again, you don't need to be brilliant as long as you're winning matches. This is going to be needed against South Africa and France and the likes of them. That's when we need to be really, as long as we beat teams like Romania, the performance is secondary to the result. And I think a lot of players will be scared of getting injured as well, because get injured now and you miss the tournament.
Now, we will probably do a little pre-record of a daily pre-record for the Rugby World Cup and the matches, and to keep everyone up to date of matches. But let us know in the chat or on the email us if you want to, or put in the community section what you want us to. If there's a sport you want us to cover, what would you like us to cover? And me and Philip were now cricket and tennis would be a bit of a hard one to do. Athletics probably you could do.
Athletics would be. I'll tell you what cricket would be good to do. It's the T20, the fast game.
Yeah,
the 2020, the fast game, or the 100. It's good enough. But a test match now, you can fall asleep doing it. Yeah, so that's the 5 days. The 5-day watch-along, imagine.
5-day watch-along. I don't think Derval or Mary would stand for that, Philip, to be fair.
I'm lucky getting a 2-hour watch-along. That's about the height I can manage, So
I always said, somebody said to me once, Philip, I don't know if it's right, football is played by hooligans, rugby played by gentlemen.
Yeah.
Do you agree to that?
Rugby... football is a game played by hooligans, and rugby is a game for hooligans played by gentlemen. That's what it is.
That's it.
Soccer is a game for gentlemen played by hooligans, and rugby is the other way around. I think that was it.
Wilson said, "Rugby is such a clean game, played by real men. None of the
pretensions.
Yeah.
Can you imagine? The likes of Bruno Fernandes playing rugby? He'd be lying down on a stretcher for 39 minutes of each half, with the tackle.
That laugh just said that laugh should told you everything.
Yeah,
but also just very quickly again, big up to everyone. Please hit a like and subscribe here. Also hit a like and subscribe on the Full Time Sports Network. Hit the like buttons. Each of us, as from today now, every stream we do here will be jointly streamed on there as well, as we start a partnership and look to improve and build. And that, so look, very impressed first half, Philip. What do you think Andy Farrell will be saying to the players at halftime? And would they be? Do you think he'd make any changes? Maybe being
Oh, he
sacked
will.
and
Oh
off?
God, yeah. There'll be whatever changes are allowed, 5. I think maybe it's more. It'll be a complete set of changes made in the second half, up to the maximum amount permitted. Because no point, like in a tight match, you probably keep the players going for as long as you can. But in a match you're winning comfortably, there's no need. Just bring in the other lads for a bit of experience. That's why I expect Johnny Sexton and we last another 10 minutes or so and he'll be gone.
Yeah. Now, Ireland's next game, of course, is against South Africa.
South Africa.
Now, where do you think, Philip? What will have to happen for us? Could we get sort of defeat, or could we get one defeat in the group? If you know what I mean.
Yeah, I think so. I think you can afford that, all right. Not that you want one, but there will. Yeah, I haven't actually looked at the structure of it, but I think if we win the group, we'll head up against either France or New Zealand in the semi-final or the quarterfinal.
But these are the fixtures here, Philip. I don't know if you can see them on the screen. Can you?
No.
Is that coming
up?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's up now. As you can see here, Ireland are playing Romania today, and then next on the 16th at 8:00, it will be against South Africa, and then 8:00 again. No, Tonga we play.
Well, it's actually Tonga next week. It's Tonga next week.
And then we play South Africa, and then the last game of the group is against Scotland in the Stade de France.
Right, okay. Yeah.
Now this is the table. This is France, of course. Italy, France, Uruguay, New Zealand, and Namibia. Group B, which is Ireland, Romania, Scotland, South Africa, Tonga. Group C, Australia, Fiji, Georgia, Portugal, and Wales. And Group D, Argentina, Chile, England, Japan, Samoa. Out of them groups,
England got a handy group. Group.
Just to give a bit of stats, the territory meters carried 387 for Ireland, 199 for Romania. That's meters carried. I don't know what that means. Tackle success 84% to 61% in Ireland's favour. Just another one here and penalties conceded 6 to Romania, 3 to Ireland.
3 for Ireland. Yeah.
Philip, the England's group, Wales group. Where do you let's start with England first. Bad preparations for the World Cup because we beat them as well. Argentina are no mugs. Chile, Japan, probably not the greatest powerhouses in World
No,
Rugby,
but Japan were a huge surprise in the last World Cup. They played absolutely brilliant rugby.
Yeah.
They were everybody's favourite team, the rugby they played. So, I mean, I'll tell you one thing, England and Argentina, the rivalry is in soccer, but I'll tell you one thing, Argentina, I think, will beat England in the rugby. England are not playing well at the minute, and I would not be a bit surprised if it was Japan and Argentina that went out of that group.
Yeah, same here. Then we've got Group C, Australia, being managed by the former England manager as well, Philip. Fiji, Georgia. I think that should be Australia and Wales should qualify from that.
Should be.
Group.
You'd be made. That's probably of all the groups, that's probably the easiest one to predict.
Yeah. Now our group, because Ireland's going to qualify, probably South Africa. Do you think Scotland have a chance?
Africa. They have, but I think it'll be Ireland and South Africa coming out of that
Is
group.
it the top 2 or the top 3 that qualify from each
top
group,
2.
Philip?
Top 2.
Okay.
Top 2 because the next there's 8 teams left in the quarterfinals then.
Yeah.
And this one here should be France and New Zealand, but should still be France and New Zealand because let's face it, Italy, while they played well today, it was Namibia they were playing, and there's only Uruguay who's not a major force either. So you'd say possibly France and New Zealand, regardless of New Zealand losing last night, should be okay to get out of that group.
Yeah. But as you know, that is the tables. These are the fixtures, of course. Then because this is Ireland's fixtures, which is brilliant. The squad. These are some of the players, Philip. Bundy Aki, 45 Ireland caps, 55 points. Ross Byrne, 21 England caps. Jack Cohen, Jack Crawley. Some
Keith
of these,
Earls, 100 caps.
yeah.
100 caps. You go.
Robbie Henshaw, 65. Ian Henderson,
Yeah, he's
74.
injured today. He's actually out injured.
He is. These players have been together now for 4 years, Philip, on and off.
This is the aim. This is the team spirit to get them
Yeah.
to just come to a peak at this particular moment in time. So
it is.
So I'm just going to nip off and get a drink for a second, if you don't mind.
Yeah,
I'll be
that's
back
fine,
in a
Philip.
minute. Yeah.
Look, for me, it's been a great first half for Ireland. Great 40 minutes. We are ahead. As me and Philip are discussing, it's a group we should qualify from quite easily. But let me know what you think in the chat. Do you think England will qualify out of their group? Do you think New Zealand will go out quite early? Which for me is a bit of a shock last night, because New Zealand over the years have had a domination over world rugby between them and Australia over the years. And Ireland, this is like Johnny Saxon's fourth attempt at a World Cup. He's 38. His last chance of winning the World Cup. And as Philip said, Ireland do have this thing about getting to the quarterfinals and then not going any further. So this could be Ireland's best year. For me, I can see it being an Ireland-France final. That's my tip for a final. I think England will reach the quarterfinals. I think Wales will probably reach the same. But I just think South Africa, for me, I just think France and Ireland, for me. That's for my hope. But let's not wait a cup. Wilt McDonald says, are Americans in the World Cup? No, they're not. We just have to why has that stopped? But yeah, let us know what you think. Let us know, are you enjoying this? Is there something you want to ask about rugby? Because I'm totally new to it. I do watch rugby, but I don't know the things. We've got Lily White Lane. Looking forward to South Africa test. Imagine the scenes. I do. Let me go again. Looking forward to South Africa game. Huge test. Imagine the scenario. We've been doing the Six Nations and the World Cup. Yeah, for me, it's a great. We've been dominating. We've been the best side in the world, I think, for the last 3 years. We've gone to New Zealand, beaten New Zealand in New Zealand. We've beaten them at the Aviva. We've got a side that this country can be proud of. We've got a side that will go to the World Cup and not disappoint themselves. So yeah, I'm looking forward to South Africa. I'm looking forward to So I'm looking for the games against Romania and Georgia, that we need to really build up our big points for them. And then for South Africa, try to go into that game with South Africa knowing we've got 1 foot in the quarterfinals. And then if we can win that, if we can finish top of our group and win 4 out of 4, I think Ireland will go all the way. And for us, we've been world champions at other things as well. Of course, we've been world champions at boxing and whatever. But to be world champions at rugby would be an amazing. So yeah, so it's great for us. Let me know, Lily White Lane, what are you hoping for from Ireland in this World Cup? What do you think? Where do you think they're going? Who do you think will win the World Cup? Dan Davenport put France. Nathan, let me know the same. Wilton do as well. Let me know who do you think is going to win the World Cup, and let me know and we'll talk about it. It's still halftime. The players haven't come back on the pitch yet. So I don't think there'll be many changes, but I think they will start making them within the first 15, sort of 20 minutes of the second half.
I just knocked my camera off and had my lunch.
Yeah. So yeah, it's been a great. It's great.
I'm
start.
eating on the hoof here.
Yeah. You're doing that. You're doing Andy Farrell, are you? Getting your halftime thing in.
Yeah.
I had it. It is great though, Philip, to have a team that we can be proud of, isn't it? Because we don't get that from the soccer side. But again, Philip, cricket is all Ireland, rugby is all Ireland. And I look, we will do a podcast on why there is a divide, and it's partly political, partly stupidity, and partly stubbornness. I think as well, Philip.
There will never
and I
be
think
an
it's
All-Ireland soccer team.
yeah,
There will
but
never
it's the
be an
same
All-Ireland
old
soccer team.
story, isn't it, Philip? It's pride. It's pride, and I think pride's the wrong word. It's more.
Well, I'll tell you, it's not. It's the
Is it
fact that the way
pride?
the Northern Ireland soccer team is set up. First of all, they play their home games at Windsor Park, right? Windsor Park in Belfast is the home of Linfield, who are probably the most sectarian football team on earth. The worst than Glasgow Rangers, and that's saying something. So that's one reason why there's a lot of Catholics won't even go to Northern Ireland games because of where they're played, because they don't feel safe or didn't feel safe. I mean, you get that sort of problem, you know. Whereas in the rugby games, everyone comes down to Dublin to the Aviva, no problem, you know, from the north and south. Yeah, the teams are back on the pitch now.
They are, yeah. I just want to double check that I've got where's the minutes now? It's 90. It's 80, isn't it? There we go. So let me know, Philip, when it's Romania to kick off here. Ireland 33, Romania 8, the second half.
I'll stop it when it kicks off, then. You tell me then when you're kicked off, okay?
Yeah, okay. Because I want to get the
they're just about to do it, and they're waiting for the clock to come tick down.
There's the referee, and his thumb's gone up.
Yeah, okay, here we go.
Aki's looking a bit.
Now, I've stopped it now. Okay.
Right, they've started now.
Right.
So there you go.
We're nearly on sync.
Yeah, so we're in the second half here. Not many people there, Philip. To be fair, it's not a full house, is it?
We probably haven't got a pint at half time.
Ireland on the attack here, of course. Big up to everyone's watching on here and watching on Full Time Sports Network.
Oh dear, another interception. Oh,
like button.
That's what nearly happened in the first half
as well. Australia.
No, your man's back on again.
Yeah. Now, this is him coming back on now, isn't it, Philip? Now for me, Simbin now.
10 minutes is up.
Now, stupid question. He's already been booked. If he does another tackle, does he now get sent off?
That's a good question. I would imagine yes. Yeah. Now again, I'm open to correction on that because that's a good point.
Yeah.
I've never actually seen that happen, but it's possibly he would be sent off. Yeah.
No, it's a scrum to Ireland. They're big lads, aren't they? As you can see, I've got the Ireland rugby top on, Philip. I do look like a bit of a whale in it. I was going to wear it tomorrow as well for the Ireland game. Scrum's collapsed. Whose fault was that? Was that Romania's? Was that? He's a big fella, the number 3. The number 3 and the number 1, Philip. Jesus.
The scrum boys have to be big, heavy boys. I'll be back in a minute, picture-wise. I'm just finishing my lunch.
I know, you're grand, Philip. You're grand. I left you in the lurch. I had an emergency, so I apologise for doing that at the start, Philip. Thank you for covering.
All right.
If something I'm done very quickly. The referee's pointing now. Look, just put the ball there. Look, I'm telling you, just kneel down. Do as I'm told. Do as you're told. Anyway, another scrum, second scrum now to Ireland now. Take 2. It's the fella at the back, Philip, makes me laugh, right? He's sticking his head between all the back sides of the rugby players. If one of them was the part win, it'd be a bit smelly.
I'll say it happens all the time.
Yeah. Here comes Ireland now.
Ireland got the ball.
They have. Oh, no. Oh, they have, yeah. Ireland now on the attack. Oh.
Good tackle.
That was going to hurt for Romania. Romania are playing for it. It was a penalty to Ireland anyway. Romania are not going to pull up many trees, Philip.
They might
in
knock
this
a few
game.
down now, the way that they're tackling. They're tackling very well.
What's he saying now? What's the referee here now? He's pointing to Saxon. What's he saying?
It's
Oh,
giving Johnny Sexton's going to kick for touch. Now, this will
Right.
probably go just inside the 22.
Right.
This is
What's the
the
point of him
first
doing
line.
this, Philip? Right.
Because we get the line out.
Right.
On a penalty
But
like that, whenever sorry, go on.
In soccer now, if say Tottenham knocked the ball out, it goes to a throw into the opposition. So how come in rugby we can do that, but it goes to Ireland? Is it because it was a penalty to Ireland?
Yeah, because it was a penalty. Ireland get the next play. So when on a penalty strike, when you hit the ball out of play, you get the line out. Now, if you kick the ball out on the full, not for a penalty, then the other team get it. But on a penalty, it's always the penalised team gets another go at it.
Oh, Ireland now 2 yards away from that, not even 2 yards away from the touchline. Oh, come on, lads, get it over. Get over.
Come on, lads.
That's it. Oh,
Jesus. Now they're going to put the ball wide now. There we go. Yeah. Oh, good tackle.
Oh, he tried to dummy him there. Wide? It's going under the post. They're pushing them.
They can't get down though.
They can't. No, Ireland still got the ball. It's very hard to see where the ball is actually, but it's Ireland.
It is, honestly, God. Ireland it's in there somewhere. There we go.
Now, is that gone over the line? Is that
if you touch the foot of the post, it's a try. See those boxes around the post. If you touch one of those, that's also a try.
Oh, he's giving a penalty, I think. Yeah, penalty to Ireland.
Penalty to Ireland.
I'm catching on now.
But it's this sort of situation where you get enough of the yellow cards. The desperation defending, and you get players sent off.
They're going for another try. Oh, is it gonna? Yeah, it's a try.
Yeah, got in straight in.
Yeah,
another great try. Yeah. Great try.
Another try to Ireland. So
that's the inexperience of the Romanians. Most teams will be wise for moves like that. They didn't cop it.
So there you go, Philip. Nearly at the 40 point mark. Ireland 38, Romania 8. I tell you, this is with football. It's so different, but the Formula One even is easier to keep in that. This is you have to be on the ball all the time, Philip. It's mental.
It's true.
That's Rob Heron's first hooker. He's what a name. I'm sorry for
nothing fishy about that try.
It's Saxon now for what's he now? Saxon 4 out of
extra 2 points. That's 3 out of 4. He's got 4 out of 5. 40 points to 8.
Yeah, that's it.
Keep going, lads.
Great stuff. This is Ireland putting.
He dived straight underneath them.
This is Ireland putting a marker down for the rest of the teams in the World Cup. We're here to win it, I think. I know it's Romania, and everyone's going to say, well, they're easy. But
I'd say the game tonight now is going to be interesting.
Who's playing
England
tonight?
And Argentina. I think England and Argentina are playing tonight. Let's see now. Yeah, England and Argentina, 8 o'clock tonight in Marseille.
Now, he's kicked that now out from the kickoff, right?
But it wasn't from a penalty.
So now that will go to
penalty. So that goes to Ireland, yeah.
As a scrum,
or else it goes back to a scrum. Actually, I think from a kick out, if you find touch from the drop, from the restart, it's a scrum on the halfway line.
There's Johnny Saxton.
Yeah, I'd say he'll shortly go off.
Yeah, he's doing a lot of adverts for Centra at the moment.
Yeah. Geez, your man looks like Christian Romero. I believe Christian Romero got injured playing for Argentina.
He did, yeah.
Not too serious, though, I don't think.
No, it's not. No, it's not too serious at all, Philip. Ireland here rarely. That scrum won. Ireland 3. Romania have won more scrums than Ireland.
Well, they probably had more scrums. They normally win the scrum we have.
5-3. So
yeah,
that's it.
This is another one. This will be 5-4 now. This will be 5-4.
Yeah. It can. Please hit that like button, hit that subscription button on both channels, please. It'd be very much appreciated. Then you also get in the super chat if you want to ask myself or Philip a question about the Rugby World Cup, about what's happening, and also please pick up your memberships, $2.99, $4.99. There is a video about what you get for each membership doing. So yeah, big up to everyone.
That's a great kick.
Yeah,
it's a brilliant kick there by the Irish lad. One bounce in the touch.
I love you too.
So it's a line out to Romania, close to the 22 line.
Now, right, another question, Philip. Right now, does the referee has he stopped the time? By the way, or is the time still kicking?
Well, let's see. It's gone off the screen on mine. That ball definitely bounced for it when it touched.
No, it's still kicking. Right,
No,
there's a referee, a linesman, and an assistant ref. How many lines people is there? Is there one each side or only
Two.
one?
Same as soccer, one each side. Yeah, one each side.
Romania have made a replacement as well. I don't know who came on, who came off. I cannot do their
they've
names.
won that line out.
Yeah, they have.
Dumitrescu.
Yeah, or Popescu as well.
Popescu.
Ireland now back with it, moving forward like a juggernaut.
Playing wide, expansive rugby here.
Would you arguably say, Philip, for the last 4 years they've been the best team in the world, or would you say over the last?
Oh, here we go again.
Here we go.
Another try coming in.
Oh, that was a
good
penalty.
tackle. No, he's allowed to do that. That's a good tackle.
I just wanted to say,
it's one game you can trip people up by the ankles and get away with it, you know. Yeah. Oh, look at this! Come on.
Yeah. Go on, another one. Go on. Yay!
That's it, another try. Yeah, no, they are.
Another try.
You can only play what's in front of you. Not right.
Yeah. Right, so that's 45 then. Okay,
it's
getting
points
it now.
Scored now is the big thing because it's points. You know, it's a goal difference, a point difference. The more you can score.
I tell you, it's mad. We do a lot of watch-alongs for Tottenham, Philip, and it's like 1-0 or 2-0. I've never seen a scoreboard for 45 before. It's like, honest to God, what a great run though by Aki. Honest to God, he really he's got great engine in him. Philip, you're muted. All right, sorry, you're muted. Oh, okay. So Ireland here. I think we are going to get the extra 2 points. Yeah, it was a try. So Saxon now
45-8 now.
Yeah, 45-20.
Nice.
Here comes Saxon. Sorry, Philip, I didn't realise. Sorry.
No, it was. I had to take instructions from the boss here. You know?
I know how that feels. I have the same here.
Yeah, you're one of them as well, have you? Yeah, right. Okay.
I'm saying nothing. She's sitting next to me.
She's within striking distance, in other words.
Yeah, she is. She's giving me that look.
Now,
you know that look they give you, Philip.
Yeah.
Do you know that look? Do you know that look they give you, Philip?
I do. Yes,
yeah, I just got given that look. It's like that funny look. Sends shivers down your spine.
It does. It does.
Well,
yeah, it's a good try.
Look at her.
No, it's all right. No, I was just informed. Our grandkids are on their way down from Dublin, so I just had to hear what time they were landing. Right.
Kelleher has come on for Heron, and then
Herring.
Longman has come
something
on for
fishy about that.
Yeah, there's something fishy about that. Wilton McDonald says, this is rugby at its best. The neutrals and those who have never seen the game would love to. Look, I do watch a lot of rugby, like Six Nations, or if it's on that. I wouldn't like sit down and watch the whole Six Nations, Philip, but if Ireland are playing, I will try and watch it if I can. But I'm really loving this. This is the first time I've watched it's great to watch. And
it is, yeah, it's very good.
He's dropped it.
Yeah. Oops.
He's dropped it. Did you read about your mate in America, Philip? One of his buddies tried to get it put into a federal
failed miserably. Yeah, I was watching that on TV last night. Yeah,
19.
He had no case to answer.
19 the charge.
I know. He had a very weak case and didn't stand up in court. You know.
No. Anyway, it is a scrum here to Romania here in the 25-yard line. Philip, would you say
22?
22.
Let's see now. 22. Let's see. Get a little wide angle picture on us and see.
Yeah. I think Ireland now has another collapse.
Ireland collapsed the scrum, so that'll be another. Yeah. That'll be another.
Ireland seem to be in cruise control now at the moment, Philip.
They are. It's just a matter of how many to score now. You know. But I wouldn't ease up now. I just keep going keep scoring till the very end because it could come down to points difference.
Yeah, well, this is when the bonus points come in handy, Philip, and I think we're on the verge of one for 2 bonus points here. How many points do you get for a win out of each group, Philip? Is it 3?
Again, do you know, I haven't even researched that. I'd say, hang on, I'll tell you now. I'll look at
Pardon me. Ireland pushing back Romania. Romania trying to get out, but look at that. 3 or 4 Irishmen around them. Tell you never beat the Irish. And the Romanians trying to jump on top of them. I think the Romanians have now realised we're not going to win this, so they're just playing for fun. There's the manager. Look, that
4
Romanian
points for a win. 4 points for a win, 2 points for a draw, no points for a loss, up to 2 extra points. So Ireland get 6 points for this game.
Yeah. Just saw the picture of the Romanian manager. Before the game, he had a full head of hair.
Now he's bald.
We're 53 minutes into the game. He's now bald as a coot.
Yeah, they probably sacked the manager at half time. He's probably the new one.
Yeah. It's an Ireland scrum here in the 22. The referee check 3rd time now this scrum. Let's get it right, lads. Come on. Let's get it right now. Go on. Well done. Ireland now coming out, throwing it left. Just it really is. It's like a wave. That's what it is, Philip. Oh, Ireland have lost the ball. Oh, they've got it back. No, it's a knock on.
I thought he dropped it backwards there, actually. That was a bit hard. I thought that went backwards.
Now, how many substitutes are you allowed each game to use, Philip? And if so, how is it unlimited substitutes or is there a limit?
Oh no, it's not unlimited. It's I'll tell you now exactly how many.
Philip is the oracle on this now. I for the Georgia game now, I'd be Tonga game now. I'll be well up to the rules now. Another substitution. The number 2's come off for Romania, or has he gone into the sin bin? No, I think he's come off.
Rugby is currently a 23-man game, which means it looks like you can have up to 8 players on the substitute bench. Yeah.
So it must be allowed to 8 on the 8 off, I take it.
Yeah.
Now,
limited to 5, yeah.
Yeah, it's very hot over there. It's a penalty now to Romania. No, penalty to Ireland.
No, it's Romania. The referee points towards the goal of. It's a bit confusing. Whereas in football, he points to the goal we're attacking. In this one, it's a defensive. He points backwards to your own goal.
Now, with the heat, everything over there, Philip, right? And he's just put it out for it.
This will be a line out to Romania.
Line out to Romania now. 2 players coming on for Ireland, number 20 and number 19. I'll get their names up in a minute. With the heat now, would that play a factor, Philip, into Andy Fowler's decision making of taking players off or resting players?
Yeah, absolutely. This is what a squad's for. This is why you empty the bench in a rugby match, especially like in a match like this where we're winning. You can afford to make the substitutions. If it was a tighter match, you probably mightn't make as many. But you want, like, I'm surprised. I'm not sure if Johnny Sexton has gone off yet, but he won't last much longer.
No, I think he has gone off, Philip. I can't see him.
He may have done. I missed that. I may have missed him going off there, but he was 50 minutes would be the most he'd last. 55 minutes, and he seems to come through it pretty much unscathed as well, which is good.
Fair play to Romania. They're not giving up, Philip. They're still giving it a go.
No. They're giving it a go. Even Namibia in the first game, they were down a similar score, and they kept going at it. You know.
They're near the island end there. Only 5 yards
on the 5-yard line, 5 meter line, and who they still have it? Actually, Romania. Well done.
Now, still have it. Ireland there. It's like a green
Ireland
wall.
won't want to concede any more tries. That's for sure.
Donald Trump would be proud of that wall, but it's a green wall. There you go. Built by strong Irishmen and women.
Come on, keep it up. They're getting closer.
They are getting close. The referee. Yeah,
he's giving Ireland. Yeah, you see that coming there. Wouldn't roll away. That's
Saxon's still on there.
Saxon's still on the pitch. He's still there.
Now I've lost the scoreboard and the timing screen on my monitor because I'm watching it.
It's gone off on TV as well. It's gone off on the TV as well.
Yeah, so
I'll tell you when it comes back what it is.
Yeah. Oh, there we go.
56-40.
Ceiling is off. Now, what does that
Sealand.
mean, Philip, from Romania?
See, no, it's just the name of the player that's gone off.
All right. Okay.
Yeah. And some other guys coming on.
Yeah. Still, the scoreboard's back up now. 47.
I think you're about a minute ahead, Dermot. Exactly a minute ahead, actually.
All right. I'll change that then. If there's a stoppage in
You're
time,
57.06. Yeah,
Well,
let it catch up the next time it stops. Let it catch up
Yeah.
the next time it stops. Now,
Oh,
here we
here's
go.
Ireland again. Here we go.
He'll be
Oh,
caught.
here's Ireland now. Gonna corner flag. Can we get another 5 points on the board? Get a second bonus point of this World Cup opening game.
That's offside. Oh, no. Sorry, ref, but that's a wrong decision there. That should have been a penalty to Ireland. The Romanian guy came forward. No,
I agree with you, Philip. I haven't got a clue what you're talking about, but I'm going to agree with you.
No, it looked to me as if he was going to give a free. Number 14, I think I thought he was offside. He came ahead of the ball. But anyway.
I tell you, if this was football, Formula One, Philip, not a problem. Rugby, I'm learning on the hoof here. There's so much to know. There's so much to cram in.
Oh, there is. I mean,
but yeah, next Saturday evening, I think next Saturday evening we'll be doing Ireland against Tonga, so that should be a good one. At least they're at 8 o'clock, Philip, and not interfering with the Tottenham matches, which is a great thing as well.
That's true.
Here comes Ireland on the attack again, just passing it around. Oh, he's kicked it forward.
No, kick and chase.
No, number 10 of Romania's got it. Oh, what a good run! What a run!
Yeah, good run actually.
Up to the halfway line.
Then he runs out of steam completely.
Yeah,
penalty to Ireland anyway.
Yeah. Now, where would you? You're Andy Farrell now, Philip. I really want to put you in the position of the Ireland manager now, right? You know you've won this game. When do you start thinking about Tonga? Do you start thinking during this game? Do you start putting notes down? Okay, I might put this player.
What you do is you wait till the game's over, then you completely reanalyze the game on video, and then you make your points from there. He won't be doing it during this game. He'll watch that. He could be making notes, but the preparation for Tonga starts tomorrow. When they watch the video of the match and say, right, you should have done that better, you should have done this better.
There is a water break, so we're going to stop that there.
59:37.
Okay.
So stop it now, right? And then when we get to 60:23, we can keep it going.
59:37. Yeah.
That's it.
So yeah. So where do we go? I mean, just Wales against Fiji. For me, Philip, I always thought Australia were the main team. I always thought South Africa as well. The Springboks,
any Southern Hemisphere team, Australia, New Zealand, South Africa, yeah.
My biggest World Cup memory was watching that New Zealand player. What was his name?
I know the fella you mean.
Jonah Lamona.
Jonah Louis.
Yeah.
Louis.
And also Nelson Mandela, who just came out of prison that time. I don't think he was president. I think he was just president of South Africa at the time.
Did you ever see that film Invictus about the South African team that won the World Cup? Very good.
Yeah,
very good.
Very good. It's a very that brought a nation together. If Ireland were to win the World Cup, could it do the same for? I'm not saying with like South Africa, but it does have a major impact on a nation if you win a major tournament, doesn't it? And there's a lot of pride.
In Ireland, it doesn't. South Africa was different because of the apartheid thing. Nelson Mandela came out of prison and apartheid was effectively demolished. That's not going to happen in Northern Ireland, I don't think.
No,
not as long as the likes of the DUP and stuff are there,
Yeah, it's not point, but the point I'm making, it brought a nation together, and I think with all the hard times everyone's going through, this is a great a release for everyone, isn't it?
It'll bring everyone together. It'll unite the sporting bodies, and a lot of people will say, "Oh, this is great." It'll give you the feel-good factor for a while.
Yeah,
but it won't have the same effect that in South Africa. I don't think that was kind of unique, and No, I think we've along. This is an all Ireland team, so there will be a feel good factor across the whole country. And there's Conor Murray coming on now.
Yeah, just give us a heads up when the clock starts again, Philip, if you can, so I can just.
Yeah, they're just coming up to start it. Hang on now.
There you go. There we go.
Now, yeah, actually, it's moved on quickly to 59:54.
Yeah.
They must have 55. It's going now. 60 minutes.
I'm way behind.
Yeah, I think it's only 10 seconds. Only 10 seconds. Okay. 60:05 now. You're exactly 10 seconds behind. Yeah. Penalty to Ireland.
Ireland, yeah.
20 minutes to go.
What do you reckon? He'll take a shot from here, Philip?
No, he'll go for the line. He'll go up the touch line and we'll go for a line out and a try.
Could you not take a shot from there, Philip? Would you not? And
I'll give you one good reason. It's 3 points, whereas going up the line and getting a try is 7 points. That's why.
Romania.
You'd only go for a kick like that if you're losing by 2 points with a minute to go. Yeah. Otherwise, you always go kick for the line and go for the try.
Romania making a triple substitution there.
These are 3 big lads.
Yeah, I've been very impressed with us today. I have to say, been hugely impressed. It's a game
I've seen us play a lot better, Dermot. I've seen us play a lot better.
Yeah, could this been quite easily a banana skin for us that we thought we could have gone in? Well, we're better than Romania, so let's not try. Oh, here comes Ireland again. Oh, we're going on for another try. Ireland, one way to the other, left to right. 5 yards out, the 5 meter line now. Gone to the left now. Ireland being pushed back by Romania. But we just keep coming. Go on. We're going for the white now. He's going for the corner flag. Oh, he should have passed it there. Oh, Ireland still trying to get
Conor Murray trying to burst through.
It is Ireland going in. Oh, what a tackle. Ireland still got the ball 2 yards out from the Romania touchline. Ireland still going. Still there. Romania got the wall up. Ireland pushing and prodding and poking and doing everything they can. Ireland again going from left to right now. Ireland spreading it around. Oh, here we go. They're nearly there. Are we over? That's a try. It's a try. It's over.
No, not yet.
Oh, it is. Oh, it's very hard to see. Philip.
Great defense. Brilliant defense.
It is great defense. Oh,
now we got it. Now we got it. Straight through. Express train. Johnny Sexton. Try.
52.
Yeah, right, great play by Sexy. He just timed his run to perfection there.
Has there ever been 100-point game, Philip, where one team
there has? Yeah, there has. Now, probably against one of the really weaker nations, but there would have been. Watch Sexton's run here.
Yeah, Sexton. Yeah, I did. Yeah, that's just brilliant. He rarely just. They didn't have him marked at all. And there he is. Now, in American football, you don't have to dive, do you? You can just tap the ball down.
No, you just have to be in the end zone. This one, you have to actually touch the ball down.
This one now,
and you have to put downward pressure as well. You can't drop the ball. You have to downward press it.
Yeah. So this one's more central, Philip. More in the middle as he kicks it now. So
I bet you he goes. He substitutes the minute this goes over.
Yeah. There we go.
Yeah. He'll go off.
Another few. So that's 3 points, isn't it? So it'd be 54.
54, right?
Ireland 54, Romania 8 here in Group B, the opening game. Look at all the Irish players there kicking back. Oh, well done. Yeah, there's Johnny Sexton. I'm surprised he's still on, Philip.
No, he's gone off now.
Is he?
He's gone off, yeah. I guess he would. He normally lasts 55, 60 minutes. So.
Job done, though. Job done.
Yeah, he's done well.
Now, are we on course for a second bonus point here, Philip, or do you think we've already got it?
I'd say we have it.
Yeah. You seem quite impressed, Philip, but I know you said we haven't played well, but
we've played like we can only play what's in front of you. Look at this. Well, play what's in front of you, but they've been pretty good.
Yeah.
They haven't stopped. They haven't given up. They're pressing all the time. I mean, there's still 15 minutes to go, 17 minutes to go, and I can see Ireland racking up another 2 or 3 tries here.
Would you, if you were the manager, Philip, would you be like telling your players, look, cool it a bit, or would you?
No,
I
tell you, I think confidence, winning, scoring big amount of tries breeds confidence. I think you'll want to keep them on the front foot.
Oh, here we go.
You don't want to spend the last 15 minutes defending.
Oh, look. Go on, Aki.
Oh, unlucky.
Touch on.
Unlucky. Very unlucky.
Touch on.
We've got couldn't hold it.
Wilt McDonald says American football, in my opinion, is a poor man's rugby with hype.
Yeah, well, that's true. That's true.
I tell you one thing, Philip, compared to what we had to watch the other night, this is so much better.
Oh yeah, true, absolutely.
The thing.
It sure is.
Now we're going to the game tomorrow night. I got asked why you're going.
Yeah, I'm going to go on mute for a second, Dermot.
Because I'm sad and mental. There's Aki. Honestly, for me, he's been my man in the match. He's been brilliant today. There's Johnny Sexton coming off now, done his job. Good performance again from the Ireland number 10.
Yeah, he's getting a standing ovation coming off there.
Yeah. He's done his job now. Now, who's going to take over now for the conversion and the kicks now, Philip? Who'll take over?
Probably Conor Murray is already on, I think. Conor Murray.
I like their top, Philip. Their rugby top.
It's nice. Yeah, a bit like the one you're wearing.
Yeah, but they're not really built for men with a bit of a belly.
That's true, I suppose not. Yeah.
No, I mean,
yeah, they're nice. They're Canterbury.
Yeah.
65 minutes.
Yeah, it is a Romania scrum. And yeah, please, everyone, if you are enjoying this, hit the like button, hit the subscription button on both channels as we now start our partnership with Full Time Sports Network, where you can get all your sports, from everything from football to rugby to, I think, Formula One they're going to start doing, and also here on the THFC Till I Die, your home of Tottenham past, present, and a great future. We do everything pre-match, post-match. We've got the podcast, which will be going up today from last night. And then next week, it's all starting to build up again back to the Premier League, Philip. So we're looking forward to that.
Yes, 3:00 next Saturday.
Yeah.
Sheffield United.
It may be in around the grounds, and then, of course, at 8:00 or 8:00, we will be back on with the rugby watch along as we can see the great Irish. Can Ireland get 2 out of 2? Great game. Johnny Saxon coming after a 6 months absence. He has been out for a long while injury-wise, Philip.
Injury and suspension. Yeah.
There was a point where we didn't think he would make it. Do you think it's written in the stars for him to win a World Cup at his last attempt?
You'd like to think so. But we shall see.
Yeah. This Romanian
This is 4th World Cup, I think.
Yeah. They have not
disgraced nearly.
One iota, Philip,
no, they haven't. They're I mean, it must be tough in Romania to play such a tough team in the first game, you know.
Here comes Ireland again. This is
another one.
Rugby.
No.
There's a penalty to
knock on. Romania.
So it's penalty to Romania.
Just ran out of space there.
Yeah. You know, when a rugby player goes down, Philip, he rarely goes down. You know.
Injured. He's not shamming it. That's for sure. Should the Rugby World Cup change its format a little bit, Philip, where more in line like the Football World Cup, the groups are smaller, so more developed nations can qualify. Do you feel the Rugby World Cup is more is geared up towards the elite nations more than like the World Cup? Everyone, if you qualify, you can qualify, but this is different. How is the qualification done for this World Cup, Philip? Because I'm not giving you a short answer to them. I don't know. I think it could be done on ranking points. But the way they have it, they're 4 groups of 5.
Yeah.
And I think what they should do is expand it to 24 teams and have 6 groups of 4. Work it that way. But the only problem with that is then you're not going to have an even number you need 8 teams getting through to the next round because the amount of matches the physicality of the game. You can't play as many matches. So
No.
I would say this is probably the two out of each group, and 4 groups is perfect because it leaves 8 teams.
Yeah,
And
Ireland again. Oh, here we go. Another one. Another try.
Another one.
We're over the 6. I don't know. I think we're over the 60 mark now. No, we're not.
We're
Yeah, we will be.
59 at the moment. We will be in a minute.
So we will be in a minute. I love the Irish the flag there with all the counties. Munster, Leinster, Ulster, and Connacht. This is ready. It's laying down a marker, but I think a lot of teams will be looking at this. The big teams will be thinking, "Hang on, I don't want to play Ireland." Are we setting up a fear factor?
It's not Conor Murray. Yeah, well, listen, we're the team to beat. We're number 1, so we are the team to beat.
There you go. Over 60 points now. 61.
61 points.
Ireland 61, Romania 8. Good. I mean, this is now good stuff, and a lot of happy
Irish
fans.
faces. There'll be quite a few pints sunk in Bordeaux tonight.
Yeah. There's Romania now going to kick off again. Look, the next 2 games really is going to be easy. The South Africa game, I think, would be a tighter game altogether, Philip.
So fun,
Scotland as well might be a tight game as well because they play each other, of course, in the Six Nations. Here comes Ireland again. 68 minutes gone, nearly 10 minutes left of this match, plus probably whatever.
Oh, this is brilliant! Look at this for a run.
This is just they're stepping up in gears now.
Would you believe they've increased the intensity in the last few minutes rather than decreasing it?
There's been a lot of changes, Philip. So there's a lot of fresh legs on there now. So
yeah.
But look, with nearly 10 minutes to go, Philip. Maybe not now, but maybe probably about a minute or so for the end of the game. Give us your man in the match. Just have a think about it, Philip. And
it's hard to know, really, because it's hard to know who to give it to. But
well, look, for me, I think Aki's had a great game. I think he's been brilliant. As Ireland again, look at this, just going up the gears now. 3rd, 4th, 5th gear. Romania are just totally being outplayed now. They're pinned back in the run.
They're running around the play. Oh, that's a high tackle. Got away with it.
It's played advantage. The referee, Ireland had the ball. Ireland still pressing, wanting more points. Oh, what a good... Go on, get out
There's
the
one
line.
coming now. Just over to the outside.
Oh, go on. Oh, too late. There we go.
There we go.
Another
in the
try.
corner. Yeah.
That's a try.
Another one. Right in the corner.
So 66, Philip, is that right?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. Ireland really running away with it, really. Absolutely brilliant stuff. Oh dear. Ireland really doing the country proud. And it's a great way it's a great way, Philip, to start off their campaign.
If the draw had played them against South Africa first, that'd been a terrible match to get first, But this is very good now.
Do you think South Africa would be looking at us now, Philip, thinking, I don't fancy this? Now this
sure they don't.
Right.
Sure they don't.
Answer me this question. Why, Philip, why is the conversion so far near the touchline?
It's where you put it down level where you go down. When the ball's touched down, you bring it back out on the same line.
I get you. So
if you go under the post, it's from under the post. From here,
getcha.
He touched it down near the corner, so this is where he takes the kick from.
Hey, it's a tight angle. If he gets,
he got it. Great kick.
Well done.
Great kick.
So that's 60. Let me get this right now. 68, Philip. Yeah.
68. Yeah.
Ireland 68 up. 60 points. Now, where it's just it really is. It's mind-boggling how good we are at rugby, Philip. And when it comes to our soccer side, we're so poor. Is it because of like the Gaelic games? and rugby's probably Gaelic football is a bit like, I would say, a mixture between rugby and American rugby, and basketball probably in a way a little bit as well.
No, I think it's the fact that we have an awful lot of very good rugby schools in Ireland.
Yeah,
Schools that run rugby as their prime sport, especially in the north. And look at this, another
Oh,
one.
look at this. Here's another one. Oh, my word.
Good tackle.
What a run. Ireland here running riot. Really putting down a marker. Kicks it now to the line.
Unlucky.
Oh, he's down injured. The number 6, Philip. Romania here. No, the referee's pulled it back.
No, ball went out.
The point I was trying to make, Philip, was, look, you look, we're very good, like with rugby and with the Gaelic games as well. Are we more of a nation of, football or soccer, as it's called in Ireland? It's like the fourth sport in Ireland behind rugby, Gaelic football, and hurling, and then soccer. Has soccer's always been the sport that's really been left behind?
Yeah, it was catching up, all right. Yeah, no, it would be. I mean, look at the 4 provinces that we have in rugby, and they're very competitive against each other, especially then in Munster as well, Munster and Leinster. Yeah, I suppose you're right. Rugby has been was always the alternative sport to GAA. But with soccer now in the last 40 years has made a bit of an impact, but it's still not as popular crowd-wise anyway, certainly as rugby is.
Ireland win the line out, or they lost the line out, and I can't see the ball because it's on
Romania have it, I think. Romania have it.
Do you feel, look, I'm putting it out there, is soccer in Ireland still a young sport, Philip, compared to rugby or GAA?
Well, it's been played for as long well, maybe not quite as long, but it's
that's
probably, look at the League of Ireland grounds. They all hold 5,000, 6,000, 7,000 people. Look at the rugby grounds. Look at the Aviva Stadium. Look at Thomond Park. They all hold 25, 30, 40,000.
Yeah.
Because the rugby will always draw the crowd, whereas football mightn't.
No, I was just wondering, because we seem to be we're a physical nation, Philip. We love physical sports, and
yeah,
maybe that's why we're not so good at soccer, where our rugby, and it's a line out here for Ireland. They chuck it in, Ireland get the ball, and again, just total domination from Ireland.
Oh,
and
that's right.
Yeah. Is that
another try? Gets another one?
So that's 73. 73. I swear to God, I've never worked so hard on the scoreboard in all my life. Swears to God.
74-14. God, you're 3 minutes ahead now.
Yeah, I know.
Actually, let it run, Dermot. There's only 5 minutes to go anyway, so there's no.
Yeah. We've got Dave's here. Utter domination. Big up, Dave. Yeah, it has been. Really has been. And I've enjoyed this, Philip. I really have enjoyed doing this stream. It's been a bit of fun.
Yeah, it's been good. It has. Yeah, it has.
I'm looking forward to the one next week now, where it's
hunger.
We see with soccer, there's always something happening. Rugby seems a bit. I found it today now. Stopping and starting, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, yeah.
Right, have they stopped? No, they haven't. No, they kept the clock running. Here goes 75. Ireland now with another conversion. 75 points coming up here. Yeah, 2 out of 2 for the young man. Look at that. Dave, let us know in the chat, who's your man of the match? Who do you think deserves that title? And Philip, with 5 minutes to go, give us your think who man of the match will be.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it to Bundy Ackley. I think he's an absolute powerhouse in that team. He scored 2 tries today as well, which is a bonus for him. So yeah, I'll give it to him.
Wilton McDonald says, I am winching after watching. I feel for the tackles in the slow.
Yeah, I know. They don't have to get stuck in, do they?
And Wilton says, I feel for Romania. It's like trying to stop a runaway train. We are like a bullet train today, Philip. This is Ireland at its best. And
second half has been really good. First half was, patchy, but the second half, utter domination in the second half.
We
scored how many points?
Do you think that was more nerves
than anything else? Probably is an element of nerves, all right, Yeah, I'm sure that there is. Although I say that's only a small part of the problem. I say the heat is probably the biggest problem. Here we go again.
Yeah,
the heat is the biggest problem today.
I think, to be honest with you, I think Romania have just run out of steam, to be fair. But yeah, let us know in the chat. Who is your man of the match? Me and Philip have both gone for Aki, who's our man of the match. So let us know. Let us know, Dave and Wilton, and anyone else is in the chat. And also over the Full-Time Sports Network. Get your thoughts in on the Ireland game. Have you enjoyed it? Are you encouraged that are you encouraged that we can actually go on and win the World Cup? Which I think after today, Philip, I think we shouldn't fear nobody in this tournament. I don't care who they are.
No, we shouldn't. I mean, it's going to be a tough one, but yeah, we'll certainly go a good distance in it anyway. That's for sure.
Was it Scotland that got to the semi-finals 4 years ago? Was it Wales? I know one of them did.
Well, I can't remember now, to be honest.
Ireland now.
What, 3 minutes to go anyway? Can we make over? Can we get over the 80-point mark?
Yeah. The scoreboard stopped at 80. That's
it. Penalty to Ireland. I think the scoreboard has decided it's all over. It's given up.
Yeah, it's given up. 75 points, Ireland 75, Romania 8. Wilton McDonough's gone for Johnny Sexton, Philip.
Yeah, he was another one I was looking at. Yeah, Sexton played well.
Yeah,
and didn't get injured, which is quite an achievement.
Yeah, I will tune in on all your podcasts during the tournament. Well, thank you so much, Wilton. It's very kind. I've been a bit nervous doing this one, Philip, because it's very hard to do a sport. I don't know the rules so fully. So,
well, I'm the same with Formula One, so I know how you feel.
I'm barren down to your Formula One's easy, Philip. You just talk for an hour and a half. Verstappen's won. That's it.
Verstappen, he just keeps winning.
He's won. He's broke the record now. He won 10 in a row
10 in a row. 10 in a row. I saw that. Yeah.
So the next race is at Singapore. So hopefully we will be bringing you that over on THFC F1 Till I Die over on that channel. So we will be bringing you everything from the Singapore Grand Prix, even including the video of me and Philip sort of looking ahead to that Grand Prix. So Philip, get your books out and get studying. 2 minutes to go, guys. Look, 75 points is more than what we can wish for, Philip. But look, with France winning yesterday, Ireland winning today, Argentina, England tonight.
I'll tell you, if Argentina beat England tonight, that would be a huge shock. But I can see it happening. Those Argentinians can really, really play rugby. They're very, very good.
Do you agree with what the Australian manager said about the England rugby team? He used to manage that. Basically, they have a massive problem over there with their structure. You look at our RFU for us. You look at the Irish rugby setup, and it really is. They've built a team around Johnny Sexton and really did everything for him. Do you feel the likes of England, who were once big nations at rugby, do you agree with the Australian fella that the structure has changed, that they have to go back to basics?
I don't know. I don't know enough about the mechanics of the English game to see what they've been doing. All I know is they were beaten at home by Fiji a couple of weeks ago, and that's never happened before, apparently. So I don't know. But I mean, it's only a few years ago England were dominating. They were the best team in the world, and now look at them, But I still think, if they can get by Argentina tonight, I wouldn't rule them out of this tournament, because England, as they get results behind them, they'll get stronger.
Yeah. Then we're gone into injury time, so Andy Fowler's on down the touchline. So now we're just waiting for the ball to go out of play. Am I right?
The ball goes dead. That's it. Yeah.
It's a scrum to Ireland anyway. So
scrum to Ireland. So what they'll do is they'll just get the ball, come back out the scrum, and hit it into touch, and that'll be the end of it. So. He's going to do it now. Here we go.
Yeah.
Oh, no, we're not. We're going actually. No. We're going for another try.
We want 80 points.
Oh, these boys don't know when to stop.
No. Andy Farrell, right? You can stop.
They want to get to the 80-point mark. That's what they're doing.
I wonder if you get an extra bonus point for doing that. I wonder.
I don't know now. I said they have the extra bonus point already.
So I'll ask this question at the end. It's about the injury time and how it's done, Philip. So I'll ask you that at the end. It's Ireland here on the attack on the wing. Ireland went left to right very quickly.
Oh.
Oh, look at Ireland still looking for another.
No, Romania had the breakaway.
Yeah.
He hasn't got the legs to go, and he hasn't got the legs.
No, he hasn't.
He just kicks it and hopes somebody's on the end of it.
Just kick it out now, lads. Just look, forget about it. Forget the 80 points. Just take the win. What's the referee going to do now? They're
still trying to. They're still going for no more scores. It's so easy to kick the ball out now.
Yeah, maybe they're enjoying themselves too much.
That wasn't a great move. Now we're going across his own goal line.
God, come on, Ireland! They're definitely giving the fans their money's worth anyway. What?
Jesus.
Here we go.
Oh, this is unbelievable. We're going to get the try.
Yeah, here we go.
Through.
Yeah.
You got the 80 points. Fair dues.
Up to 80 points here. Right, hang on.
That's incredible. You're winning by 67 points. It's gone past the finish time, and you're still going for more. Oh, boy.
Is that the end? That's the end of the game now?
No, they have to allow the penalty, the shootout. They have to allow the conversion. Then it'll be over.
That'll be the last kick of the game, won't it?
Yeah.
Jesus, what a domination of a match from Ireland. Absolutely fantastic. Brilliantly played. Absolutely from start to finish. Apart from the first couple of minutes, Philip must have been
first 2 minutes.
Philip must have been in pulling his hair out.
Well, no, I was thinking Ireland would win by 40 points. I didn't think they'd win by 75.
Here we go. I might as well put it to 82, Philip, because he's going to get this anyway. So there you go.
Get this, yeah. There you go. 82.
There you go. That's the end of the game.
Over.
Ireland 82, Romania 8. Ireland kick off the World Cup campaign with an impressive win and really a dominating win as well. Domination, as Dave said in the chat.
Put down a marker there, I'll tell you.
Yeah. Philip, just 2 questions and then we'll end off because you've got stuff to do and we'll end off this broadcast. Just very quickly, at the end of the game, the injury time. Now, the referees don't add injury time. So basically, at the end of the game, when the ball goes out, that's the end of it. Is injury time into any of it, or is it not brought into it at all because they stopped the clock?
No, they stopped the clock for injury time. The injury time, the clock does not run during stops and play. So what you get is the injury time is played out during the game, if you like, rather than being added on the end. It's the world stops for 30 seconds, then starts again. And so that means when you get to 80 minutes, the game can finish. Although it often goes on longer than that, depending on if the ball's still in play and if a team needs to score. Like Ireland did then, they really need that last try, you know.
But there you go. Tomorrow at 4 p.m, because it's South Africa against Scotland, followed by Wales against the Flying Fijians, as they call them. Fiji.
And I just want to say, Wilton McDonald, that's a lovely comment from him.
Yeah, it is.
Thanks, Wilton.
Thank you very
Appreciate
much.
that.
Thank you. Really.
Thank you very much. And have a nice day in Miami or Florida, wherever you are.
Yeah, it is. And thank you, Philip, for doing this with me. It's our first proper joint broadcast on us and the Full-Time Sports Network. Our first ever rugby watch-along, which has been mental. We've done some bizarre things in our time, but that is the most enjoyable watch-along of another sport I've done. But I hope you've enjoyed it. We will improve it. We will get the news. See, that's an Ireland fan celebrating. So, Philip, when are we back next? Is it Monday at 4?
Monday at 4. Yeah, Monday at 4, yeah.
Yeah, we're having tomorrow off because we're at the match.
We'll go on the match.
Be a match day. There will be a match day blog. I'll be doing it on the way up to the stadium. Outside, I might interview a few Irish fans as well for the channel. Me and Philip will be doing something. I think I'm trying to organise a watch long on the channel tomorrow night, and me and Philip will link in before the match halftime and then quickly at full time. Any words on today's game? Ireland, good start, Philip. Kick off our World Cup campaign in
great start. Couldn't be better. And onwards and upwards now. It'll be tougher times ahead, but that's a great start.
It is. Well, whatever you do, enjoy the rest of your Saturday. Come on, you boys in green. In Andy
Exactly.
Farrell, we trust.